We caught the first glimpse of the invaders when our deep space probes detected their ship on the very edge of our system. It stayed there, suspended in silence for almost a day before coming to life and starting on a course directly for us. As it made its approach, it began broadcasting audio messages across our world, in our own tongue, beseeching us to lay down our arms and await integration into a vast stellar empire. It only took 3 days for the invaders to arrive in orbit over Hugin, and it was then that they heard our answer. We fired every weapon we had at that ship, and when the nuclear fires had dissipated, it was revealed to have done nothing. The invaders responded by bombarding the surface with a force 3 times that of our strongest ordnance. In less than an hour, all military infrastructure was destroyed, leaving what warriors remained in a state of disarray. Now that the bombardments have ceased, reports are flooding in of the invaders making landfall. For there to be any hope of defense, our warriors must regroup. Reports indicate that only one war chief remains. The legendary Vargar commander Henry the Red had survived the initial attack, but in doing so suffered grievous injuries. The Allfather has dispatched a small group of warriors to recover the war chief before he is hunted down. But will they arrive in time?
What's up, everybody? I'm Kevin.
And I'm Sergey.
And we are the Tabletop Warlords. And once again, we find ourselves playing a game of
Beyond the Gates of Antares.
Today we begin the Narrative Crow campaign. Gah! Gah!
This narrative campaign, inspired by our fine patron Michael Krogh, pits the Ostmen of Hugin, a low-tech, which would be considered a feral faction in the Antares universe, against the high-tech Concord.
I will be commanding the invading force of the Concord.
And I will be playing the Honorable Ostman.
In this narrative campaign, we are going to be starting off with the first scenario, dubbed The Last War Chief.
In this opening scenario, I, the All-Father, highest-ranking Ostman, have received word that there is only one remaining war chief living on the planet after the Concord's initial incursion.
Luckily for Sergey and the Ostman, the war chief is the legendary Henry, leader of Henry's Hellhounds. But unluckily for them, he has taken a hit so hard that he is wounded and hiding in the forest, and the Concord are closing in quickly.
I, the All-Father, have authorized an emergency extraction of Henry. We must save our war chief at all costs.
Now, obviously, Sergey's army is going to be made up of custom units, and if you kind of want to understand the rules and how they work and their statistics, check out the video that's popping up somewhere in a corner. I don't know, I think Sergey's correct.
It's this one.
And that will kind of explain how they work.
And here we have my small Concord attack group sent to hunt down the war chief. It is a very simple force consisting of 3 default C3 strike squads and a C3 T7H transport drone. This is a very small group of C3, but it represents an incredibly technologically advanced enemy in comparison to the poor Ostmen, so good luck to them.
And here we unveil the first ever Ostman list played on the field. It's a very simple one consisting of simply 3 Vargar warrior squads without their upgraded weapons, and 2 Mark IV Gungnir assault vehicles. If you want to know more about these units, go ahead and check out our primer video for this campaign where we go into each of them in detail.
And here we have our battlefield for today. It is quite simple, but you know what? This is a pretty simple scenario when it really comes down to it. Right off the gate, you can see in the exact center of the field inside this light forest is Henry, the last war chief. He is the objective for this scenario and is going to operate as all VIPs have in the past. Now, the makeup of the battlefield is very simple. We have 5 light forests, so that's +2 to your res. Consider obscuring terrain out to 8 inches, I believe. And it is difficult. Now that's gonna be difficult -2 for the wheeled vehicles because they're just not as good as getting around as more Antares modern vehicles are. And then there's a bunch of hills on the outside. I guess we can count them as hills if we get up on them, but I don't really foresee them coming into play that much. And then everything that is individually based is once again just scatter and not counting for anything. Now, as far as the scenario, the last war chief. So, Sergei's entire force is going to be arriving on his field, which I just realized has a tape measurer on it. Sergei!
I will not apologize.
That's right. Sergei is going to be arriving turn 1 on this side of the field with his whole force. 2 of his infantry squads will be deployed automatically into the transports already, and the other one, I guess, is just hoofing it next door. They're the cross-country runners of the Ostmen. And then on the opposite side, the Concord invaders will arrive. Now, first turn, the Concord will have 2 strike squads arrive turn 1. But at the beginning of turn 2, on either short edge, whichever one I choose at the time, a T7 transport upgraded with machine intelligence is going to be showing up with a strike squad deployed within it. So it's going to be a little thorn in the side. Now, as far as the scenario, Henry here is the focal point. It's going to be considered 1 victory point if the Ostman can take him off the field. But if he is not removed from the field and remains at the end of the fight, that means the Concord do get a victory point. And the poor war chief is going to be wounded and not able to join Sergei on the next fight. But if he makes it out, he will totally be in the next fight. Now, there's also other victory points. If the Concord are able to reduce the Ostman force down to half or below half their original force, they're going to get a campaign point. And if Sergei can remain above half strength, he will also receive a campaign point. So that's going to kind of dictate how the fight is going on in the background. But that's basically it. Pretty simple scenario. Let's get the armies on the table and see how this is going to play out.
Kevin's deployment is, it's what everyone would do in this situation. The objective is in the center. The Concord don't need to pick it up. They just need to shoot everyone who's trying.
Going into turn 1, the Ostmen have a clear advantage because they're going to have their full 7 order dice, and the Concord are going to start with just 2. The first dice with the campaign. I forgot to say that you're red.
I'm red.
It's
okay.
the Ostmen.
The red, the color of rebellion, is my wheeled vehicle noise. I'm doing an advance order because I want to disembark eventually, but I get to shoot, so I may as well. I'm only hitting on 1s,
Yeah,
but I'm firing at this way yonder unit through this turn.
I'll say your long range, rapid fire,
Yeah.
and firing.
Not a very fluffy move. I'm definitely risking hitting.
You're going to just take a little off the top, Henry. Don't worry. Keep
Yeah.
your head down.
He's already injured. He may as well get more. And no hits, of course, because I was looking for 1s.
Ostmen again.
The Grungnir approaches. I'm gonna do the same thing, and once again fire. It's pretty much a throwaway fire, but I'm hitting on 2s this time, so maybe I'll hit that unit. Alright, let's see. Hey, I got a lucky shot. I'll kill the lance if I can.
Well, he caught him right out in the open. It's 7s down to 4s, so you do kill the lance.
Alright, that's
okay.
awesome. I did not see that coming.
Yeah. Ostmen again.
I did not expect to be an aggressor here, but that lucky hit has made me feel a little greedy to maybe put 1 more pin on that unit. So I'm going to just advance on with this Grungnir and hope to hell I roll another 1. If I can I have 6 shots, I might put another pin, and that would be actually huge. Not this time, but maybe next time.
Ostmen again.
Same order. And it's the same thing I did before, so I'm just pulling up next to this tank and firing. I'm at 2s this time, so 3 shots. Come on. Yo!
Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me.
Yes!
Oh, you lucky duck. Okay, who's it gonna be on the...
I'll put it on 1 non-leader, then I'm assuming you're taking on a leader.
There you go.
This is one of those rare moments where I'm seizing luck here. Okay, your leader is good, but your
you
other
do
guy
kill the
dies.
normal guy?
Yes, so I've actually really messed up this squad. My auto cannons, my spear of Odin.
I reserve the rights to nerf mid-game. Oh, it's me! Let's see what happens.
These guys are all messed up. So I'm gonna put these guys on ambush because they're full strength and they're gonna shoot at anybody who pops out if he gets the next dice. And that's not an order dice, this is an order dice. Ambush, baby!
Postman.
My first wave of brave Vargar warriors are going to sprint out of their vehicle, and they are not going to grab the objective. They're going to attempt to stand in front of their allies who will then protect their leader.
Honorable. And
Very,
proud.
very honorable. All that, or I'm just a horrible, evil commander who's forcing them to do this. They fail their sprint check, or is that terrain
whatever
check?
you
I guess
called it.
sprint goes first. I didn't really say. In the spirit of fairness, I didn't say which check that was. So, like above a 5 is going to be it was the terrain test. Below a 5 will be the sprint check. So it was the sprint check. So I will
Just
get a
get a pin.
pin. And now the terrain test. And I pass. Okay, so I'm where I'm at, but I do get a pin.
And I guess I don't think I really have any other recourse. I'm going to trigger my ambush now against these targets because I don't think the Sergey's going to present any other to me. I will have to reroll because they're sprinting, but they are on the edge of the tree, so I don't have to worry about that.
Heading on 5s. Okay, I can't reroll the 10. Oh my god, Sergey, you're gonna have the best luck this game. So it's 2 hits. I'm gonna reroll 1. So that's still a miss. So I got 2 hits.
That's always how it goes. You can't win scenarios you design. That's an elemental law.
Your res is 4 up to 6, brought down to 4 again because of my strike value.
Leader fails. I do have a leader, right?
Yes.
And he fails, so just my leader died. My brave leader has died. But the big deal about that is that I'm like Pharaohs, and that actually affects my leadership. So I am now worse. We forgot in the last clip that an ambush order is a fire order, so that 6 that Kevin rolled would have actually hit one more guy, so I have one more res test to contend with from last turn.
You son of
I'm miraculously fine.
Oh, you may.
Ooh, the Concord. I didn't want it, but I'll use it. I will attempt to do an advanced order with them. I do have to roll a 6 or better. I roll a 4, so I lose 1 pin. I'm going to advance 5 inches straight towards that unit, and I'm going to shoot at it. My pin, effective range, 4's to hit. I do get 1 reroll. I can't reroll a 10. I can reroll an 8. I don't get it. So 1 save, Sergey. Strike value 2. You can only save on a 4.
Yeah, just roll that for me while I'm holding the camera.
Jesus!
And I'm good.
You
Yeah.
gotta be kidding me!
Your own hands work against thee.
Apparently, they understand the threat because you guys are not like conceding even an inch of ground.
No, they're eating bullets for breakfast.
Ooh, I don't know why I'm doing this. You have the last 2 order dice.
Oh. Oh, wait. Give them to me. Yes. Ah! I am going to attempt to capture the VIP with a sprint test. The problem is I getting a pin is bad here. So 50-50. Oh, I got a pin. That stinks. Now the agility test is irrelevant. I can't not pick him up. And I stop when I pick him up because you can't sprint with the VIP. So yeah, I'm here, but damn if that pin doesn't stink. And for my last order, I'm going to sprint to in between these vehicles. Again, failing the sprint test super sucks for me. Oh, and I failed all my sprint tests.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fair. I got really lucky with my shooting. I should probably get a little unlucky with my sprinting.
Okay.
The pedal has been placed firmly to the metal. The Ostmen have sprinted all the way up the field, capturing their leader and only suffering minimal casualties, while causing heavy casualties to the Concord with their autocannons. However, they are now stuck in a deadly pincer, because the Concord units are going to converge on this last of War Chiefs. Will he survive? We'll find out in this next turn of the Tabletop Warlords.
Going to turn 2, the Concord now have all 5 of their order dice. The Ostmen haven't lost anything, so they still have 7.
Woo! This is a spicy dice pull. I really need this. Yes, it's the Ostman! I really need to pass this command test. Everything rides on it. It's 60%.
Oh, you
Thank
lucky
God.
duck.
Now, that roll was scary. This roll is even scarier because if
50-50.
if I fail this agility test, I won't be able to make it into the vehicle because I can't sprint while holding a VIP. So, 50-50. Oh, so I end up right in front of the
But
vehicle.
I'm assuming you're going to be very strategic about your positioning, so let's cut to that.
Yeah. This is my final position. I probably should have moved the vehicle up before I went with them, but I was feeling
Hindsight
I was
2020.
feeling tense. They're smushed together, so hopefully I can just body block the ever-living crap out of anything that comes at me. Me again? Okay, it's maneuvering time because he can come in on the flanks with his transport. Now, I did a lot of fiddling off camera. I think the best place for me to be is right here. Because that blocks that gap, it blocks this gap, and it also gives me a clear shot to that unit over there, which can cause me a heck of a lot of trouble right now. So I'm going to fire 3 shots into that unit from here. 4s to hit. 1 hit, I'll take it.
I will take it on a leader. My res is 4. I got a 1, so I'm good to go, but I do take a single pin.
Ostman!
My Varner squad with 3 pins. Now, I'm always a huge proponent of just doing a recovery when you have any more than 2 pins. But in this very specific situation, I really need them to do something. So I'm going to do an advance order. My leadership is only 3.
Oh, so close, so close. You lose a pin and go down,
though. Pin and go down. Oh well.
Ostman! What the heck?
There's Concord dice in there, I know it.
This is kind of an awkward order of operations for me. I think the best thing for me to do here is to lay a firing order into Kevin's 5-man squad to cut the fact that they can shoot at my objective carrier. I hit just once again. Oh, brutal.
fiery 5.
Yep.
My leader
Is dead.
is dead. It's fine.
Oh. Concord.
This small unit doesn't seem like much, but it can see through this tiny little gap in the unit and shoot at the ones that matter, so I'm gonna do my leadership test. I passed on a 7, so I'm 3, I'm good, so I lose the pin. I am not going to, it wasn't a fire order, so I'm gonna advance 5 inches forward. Basically moving the same way. That's gonna put me at effective range, so I get 3 shots, hitting on 3s, because it's -2 for obscuring, but I do get a reroll. I only hit on 3s. Oh, I got a 1, and I get a reroll that 7. No, so I have 1 lucky. So I will hit your leader, because I want your leader dead with his better leadership.
He's good.
Oh, he's not.
Oh, what's my number?
4.
He's dead. Oh, that's a leader gone.
Ostman!
I'm going to do a firing order with this vehicle because it's really the only thing I can do at the moment. Onto that unit, I can only see one of his guys. So if I wanted to kill more than 1 person, I should have done it in advance, but I want to guarantee the hit. I think it's more important. 4s, 3s, sorry. Well,
Damn,
either
you
way, it
hit
was a
once
2.
again.
Yes.
What is your luck, bro? Leader.
Dead, but you do get a reroll. Kevin can't roll in front of the camera, but the leader is still dead. Concord.
The combat has drawn the attention of a C3 transport drone, which is screaming in from the side. Now, the way that I'm positioned, I had to be that way to draw a line of sight. And unfortunately, I'm not tall enough to get through the forest, but I'm going to shoot either way into the carrying unit. Now, I have natively 6 accuracy, but I'm brought down to 3 because of rapid fire. And, oh, I'm sorry, I'm brought down to 2s because I'm at long range, shooting through a forest, rapid fire. So I get 3 shots on 2s with 1 reroll. So, oh my gosh, I got a 1 and nothing. So I'm going, it doesn't matter at this point. So I will specifically shoot at, I don't know, this guy. Why not? Who cares?
Riz test. He's dead, yeah, we figured as much. And that's an extra pin.
Ostman!
I need to outmaneuver him, so I'm going to try to move this unit that's still full strength and grab the VIP. It's important to note that with our VIP rules, your movement ends when you grab the VIP, so I can't do any shenanigans where I like grab the VIP and get into the vehicle or grab the VIP and get behind the vehicle. I have to end like here. So their command. Whew! Okay, so I said no shenanigans, but there will be some shenanigans here. I'm going to, I have to be in base contact with him, and then I'm going to go in like a straight line here to kind of like avoid getting anywhere near avoid getting shot by the vehicle. It's not going to be the most easy thing to do, but I think this is probably my best bet. Is this weird kind of Big Dipper formation?
Okay.
Concord.
Continue advancing down the hill, and I'm gonna shoot probably. Oh, Sergey, we made a big old mistake.
What's up?
You can't see 8 inches through a forest. So
Ew.
I can't see to shoot you right now. I can shoot the vehicle,
Okay.
but that means that you should have a guy back and a pin less.
Oh, you couldn't shoot last turn?
Because he wasn't a viable target. So real quick.
Wait, was there anything you could have done over here?
No, because I would have been behind the hill regardless. So it would have been blocked line of sight anyway. So
Okay.
From
That
my
stinks.
original position. No, because I don't know. That's kind of fiddly. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might have just made a mistake. But hey, you know what? It's like chess. I took my fingers off the pieces. So in this new position with my second dice, from just looking at that, that's an illegal target now. And so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to switch gears
Fire into the
and
butt
fire
of
at
that
this
vehicle.
guy. So that'll put me at 5s because I think I'm effective. Yeah, I'm an effective 5s because I have rapid fire. So
Okay.
let's see, maybe I'll get lucky. 3 shots on 5 once again. Let's see if the Grungier can withstand. No, so that's 2 hits. 7 I get a reroll, so it still misses. But that's 2 hits that he must pass.
It's tens, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so you're good.
Okay. And
But-
does that get rid of my reactive
So
armor? or
now you
no?
must roll twice. If you roll 6 and lower on both dice, your reactive armor remains. But if you roll higher than that, it'll.
Go ahead and roll for me while I have the camera.
Yeah, so your reactive armor is destroyed. So now this Grungier assault transport
Is
has
the armor-
res 11 for the rest of the
Oh,
game.
that's not that bad.
Instead of 12. Yeah, he's like a normal light vehicle now. Concord. I'm going to copy Sergey. Even though I would normally rally, I'm not. I'm going to try to do an advance. My leadership is 8, so it's a 50-50. Oh!
Oh, and you don't lose the pin.
What is this luck that you always have? I still have all 3 pins, and I go down the worst possible outcome. The Austin.
This is the last unit I have to move, and it's got to do some spicy stuff now, okay? It's got crappy leadership. I think it was 7 down to 6. Oh, and I don't lose the pin, and it goes down. Ah!
That's rough. Last order dice in the bag was B. Last unit was the strike squad within the transports. They have disembarked. They're standing. They can't quite draw line of sight to the unit I want to. So I'm just gonna annihilate these guys. So I'm definitely without 20. So I'm only gonna be hitting on 4s, but he's out in the open. Changed my mind. I'm actually gonna fire my lance at the vehicle because it's +1 to hit for large targets, which I always forget. So all of these are hitting on 4s. Oh, Sergey got hit with the lance. I hit a 1, not that it matters. Missed every other shot though, so I will use my reroll, obviously, to use a normal guy. 5s, so I missed every shot into the infantry, of course, but the weakened vehicle now must take a save. It will fail on anything but a 7 or lower.
Res test, and I'm totally good, but I do get a pin.
The units that are down, my guys, 5 or lower. 5, so I'm good. Lose a pin.
This unit in the center is also down. It's a 4s or lower. Perfect. Nice. And then my vehicle, which is at 5s or lower because it's at 7 leadership.
Oof.
Oh, but I do lose the pin. That's something. The Concord flanking units have thundered onto the field, sowing dissension and fear amongst the Ostman ranks. They are covered in pins, and they still have more infantry units bearing down on them in the front. But the only unit that matters is the one that has the VIP, and they are unpinned and unscathed. Will they escape?
In the turn 3, things have changed. The Concord were able to down 1 order dice on the Ostman, so they've lost their supremacy by they only have a supremacy of 1 dice. So 6 on their side, 5 on the Concord. This is gonna get dicey. Come on, Concord. Ostman! No! We only have 1 dice supremacy.
Really, the thing that is scary for me is pins, and the fact that I have no pins right now is a golden opportunity, but this is still a dire situation. I'm going to run with this unit, into this transport. I have my Henry of Henry's Hellhounds.
Legendary war chief.
They can all fit in there very easily.
Yep.
I'll get them off the field. Oh, Henry's not out of this yet. I'm taking the gun. Oh,
Bastard! I swear to God.
Ironically, this is the best position for me to be. I need to get away from his horrifying hellscape of C3 AI over there. So I'm going to advance here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pump shots into this unit, hoping to just force them down. Force to hit. And that's 2 hits. I mean 1 hit, sorry.
I'm about to say. I don't have a leader.
Oh,
Good.
come on.
But I do take a 3rd pin.
Oh, son of a fuck.
I will stop them from escaping. You will join the fold. An advance order with my drone down to here. Now I'm still shooting through this forest, but 6 down 3, so I'm hitting on 3s, and I do get a reroll. I'm definitely effective, so 3 shots, hitting on 3s.
Come on, don't hit.
Oh,
that stinks.
oh!
Oh.
US save twice.
You do get plasma fade though, correct? Never mind, that's not a thing. I will roll these dice and be fine, but I do get a pin, which is the worst.
Roll them again. If you don't get 6 or lower, your reactive armor fails. Ah! Your reactive armor stays on!
Yes.
What's wrong with you? Damn it! I
Yes.
swear to God, so it's you again.
Alright, I gotta get away. I'm doing another advance order because I can't run. Oh, I go down.
You go down! Ooh, that's bad.
Brutal. Oh, it's the C3.
From my final position, I now have nothing in the way other than my own rapid fire, so I'm gonna be hitting on 5s with 3 shots right in the back of that stupid truck. Oh!
Yes!
I get a
my
reroll.
God.
1 dice.
Please miss.
I swear to God.
Please miss.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
What was it?
It's
I didn't see
7.
it. Yes! Ostman!
Those guys!
Yes! These guys are going to get some revenge. They were meat shields, and now they will make meat with their bullets.
Make meat? Jesus. Who are you shooting at?
They're violent. They're Ostmen. I'm shooting at this unit here.
Fire or advance?
Fire.
Okay, and you just need to pass.
Oh God, okay, so they're not doing nothing.
Meat
so.
makers, they are
They
not.
keep their pin and they go down.
The Concord.
I shall perform an advance order with this backmost unit. They're gonna hop down off the hill because their position is now horrible. From my final position, I will now fire everything I got into his vehicle, just because it's already down with 1 dice, it already has 1 pin, and maybe I can stymie that one, and I don't want him to have a backup. So everything into that, I'm at effective range? No, I'm still not at effective range, but since he's a large target, which is +1, all my normal guys are gonna be hitting on 5s, and my lance is gonna be hitting on 4. Whoa, there's my luck. Where's it been all game? So everything hit except for those 3. I oh, so I have 3 normal shots. Those Sergey can only fail on 10 because his 11 down to 9, so he only fails on 10. But with this guy, it's 4, so he fails on an 8, 9, or a 10 on the black dice.
Oh! There's 1 failure. Oh! Okay, so these are different though. Because this one is a failure. No, I'm not heavily armored. They're not different at all. Okay, so. Oh, it's gone. I rolled double 8s.
I don't know what that means.
Oh my god, so this chart is. I
hate you, Tim.
Is backwards.
Stop it, Tim. Why?
So 8 is actually good for me.
You
And,
wire
yeah,
my brain one way.
yeah,
and
he
you
was-
expect me to know the other.
Kevin was looking for 1s,
So
and I got 8, so that's just 2 extra pins.
Yeah,
which
so-
does suck.
I mean, 3 total pins is pretty good. But
Yeah, but I thought I was destroyed. Grungnir, known throughout the galaxy for its invincibility.
such horse crap.
Aha! The Ostman again! So I don't actually think shooting anybody is a great idea with them. I want to maneuver them, and I think I'm just gonna try to sprint through this forest here. So first off, command check, and I pass. Sprint check, and I fail, and then agility test, and I pass. So yeah, I'm
Keep
just
the pen.
gonna, yeah, just YOLO swag. Hey guys, what's going on over here? We got grenades, and you suck in close combat.
I'm going to do everything I can to try to stop this stupid vehicle. So my 3-man unit is going to simply do a fire order into them, hitting on 6s. Only 1 miss, so all 3 hits. Sergey can only fail on the roll of a 10.
Go ahead and roll this for me. Ugh, all good. But
So
I
all
do get a
good.
pin, which is like,
He does a pin.
again,
That's the whole point.
important.
That's 3 hits on his reactive armor. So now the reactive armor is definitely gone. So res 11 for the rest of the game. Ostman.
I will obviously be performing a rallying test with this heavily pinned vehicle. Oh, I only lose 2 pins. That's brutal.
Last dice is this squad of strike troops. I'm not going to try to rally again. I'm going to try to do a fire order. So it must pass on a 5. So I lose a pin and I go down.
Got a lot of down orders. Let's start with the only one I have, which is these guys. They must pass on, yep, they're good.
Get up.
So,
This one, arguably the most pivotal one in the game.
Ah,
So it's almost a 9. Okay. He gets up, and then this
he's
one
got 1 rally or 1 over here.
does not recover the dice, but does lose a pin.
Yes.
Which is, I mean,
that's
something.
not bad.
Yeah. These guys, that's heavily
rolling
cocked. Yeah, would have been either a 2 or a 6. And they're
Yeah, my God, your luck.
Yes. Primitive tires squeal in the sound of hot pursuit. Henry is going hell for leather, peeling out away from his Concorde hot pursuit. Will this high-speed chase result in the death of the war chief?
The Concorde managed to keep 1 order dice on the field, but they still haven't slayed a single unit. So it's 5 and 6 going into turn 4.
Odin,
Four.
give me this dice.
I was gonna say, I was like, your whole transport, or your transport with Henry is literally in the middle of a freaking trap jaw. Can you escape?
Ah, yes.
What is your luck? What is this?
Odin smiles upon me. Giving my poor injured war chief whiplash, I am throwing this vehicle into a hard reverse.
Oh my God.
And performing a run order directly backwards. And I'm on the opposite side of this, so he can't really shoot me. They got 1 pin and they're really far away. So this is really my only danger. And if I get the next dice, we win. We all have to talk to our insurance companies about the neck braces, but we win. I summon thee, damn it.
Okay, so I'm pot committed to trying to kill him. He's in a little sardine can. I'm gonna shoot everything I got because it's gonna hit on 5s and 6s because it's a fire order. And this is just my best bet to basically can opener him. So, crap. So, 3 hits. I'm gonna re-roll the lance. Oh, it hits, Sergey. So now you fail all on 10s with the red dice.
I'm
Damn
good.
you. And
But
you
this is
fail
a
on
9 or
8,
a
9, or
10.
10. Ah! You
No,
failed!
not 8, right?
Yeah, 8, 9, or 10 because it's 11 minus 4 is 7.
Oh,
So
yeah.
roll that again.
Oh, brutal. Come on.
Ah, 5! I don't know what that means!
In addition to those 2 pins, I am just like half immobilized, which is just the worst thing in the world for me. So when I do a run order, I only move 8 inches, and when I do an advance order, I don't move any inches. So that is horrible. I also lose a mod, so I cannot get off the field this turn, and I believe I go down, correct?
Correct.
Oy.
Concorde! I'm going to attempt an advance order with my backmost strike unit. Yeah, I roll a 4, so I lose the pin, and I take the order. I shall now move 5 inches forward. And I'm going to perform rapid fire shots into this group of guys right here. So that's 8 shots hitting on 4s.
Okay, go down.
Hitting on 4s. Ooh, terrible. Okay, so I only hit once. I do get 1 reroll with the spotter, so I hit twice. Now I must reroll these. And I miss every shot.
Ostman. Okay, things are getting crazy. That was unlucky for me with my transport, but I'm gonna make up for it by eliminating some order dice from Kevin's bag. I'm going to run and sprint over to here. The agility test is relevant, but the sprint check is not.
Hey, first pass sprint check. So I am all up in your biz, buddy.
Okay.
Whereas the Vargar are armed with high explosive grenades, the fact that the Concord goes up to res 8 means that Sergey is probably better to do just the rapid fire guns. So it's going to be -1 to hit for rapid fire 4s,
But you get 10 chances at the same strike value as the grenades. I will also answer his charge with rapid fire from my Concord's plasma carbine. They are going to hit on 4s as well with a single reroll, but I do have to reroll all hits because he did sprint, so he's at an advantage.
The Ostman. Whoa, it was a 10. Okay,
Damn.
miss. Oh wow, that was
Horrible.
dreadful shooting. 1 is a lucky hit, which I am certainly not going to put on the spotter.
Ooh, so the leader is the only one that fails, but he passes with his second roll. So nothing but a pin for the Concord. Returning fire, like I said, I'm hitting on 4s as well. So I can't reroll the 10s. I can reroll one of these. One of them is a lucky. I do not have to reroll a lucky.
Oh,
Ooh.
and you killed a guy, and I get a pin.
So the approach was rough.
And because these warriors are so low tech, I need to roll limited ammo, and I'm good.
Okay, going into combat. The Concord are going to use their plasma grenades because they are strike value 1. And the leader will use his X-sling, which is considered a hand weapon. Or no, there's no bonuses to that anymore. So it doesn't matter, so I'm just going to be hitting on 5s in general at strike value 1.
And I'm gonna... I'm very torn between using grenades and fists, because the grenades make his armor go up, but I think I'm going to use the grenades.
So that's 4 hits hitting on 5s, but each hit causes D3 strike value 0 hits. If he rolls a 10, the grenade goes off and hits his own guys. 2 hits.
2 hits.
You didn't blow yourself
I
up.
didn't blow myself up. Okay, that is something. And it's D3, right?
So right up the gap, that was definitely the way to go. So 3 total
3
hits.
Okay.
So hey, you got 1 bonus one.
There's your res test.
I am res 8 because of the explosions. So I'm exactly good on all counts. So I missed twice. I did get 1 lucky. It doesn't matter. So I just have it on any one of your guys. You save on a 3 or lower. You turd!
Oh, good, okay.
You freaking turd!
We go into the next
Okay, so
combat.
just the exact same
And I am
thing.
not using the grenades this time. That didn't feel like the right thing to do. So,
Wait, what are you doing? You gotta use the grenades.
so that's 2 hits.
I'm fine on both. This is a 5. I hit you twice this time, so you have to make 2 saves or 3 or lower.
They're both dead.
Yep.
So I do need to take a break test, but because of my special rule, I ignore pins on a break test. So I'm at 6 or lower, and I'm gone.
You're dead. So unfortunately for Sergey, this unit is wiped from the floor, leaving my guy with just 1 pin. So I will now perform a consolidation. I was gonna consolidate, but literally I'm most likely gonna charge these poor guys right here. So I'm just gonna stay where I'm at.
It's you.
Yes, I'm not gonna do much with it, but let's see. Okay, so I've got a little bit of a coffin filled with steel here, but I need more coffin. More coffin. I need to pass a command check.
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't really matter that much.
No, that's
but,
good though. Good luck. What are you doing?
So I'm going to advance back this direction.
Okay.
Creating myself, because I'm a half an inch away from being able to win the game next
about
turn,
to say.
but I can't. So what I need to do is get here so I can
Leapfrog,
be
yep.
fully within, what I need to do. And then I'm going to fire at this unit here. I'm killing trees.
Free shot.
So I'm going to be firing into this unit here because they are my biggest threat. Clearly, they've done a lot of damage. And I hit just once, but that one is pretty big. I'm gonna fire it at the lance. Saving on 4s. Ah!
Yes. Okay,
So
that's a big
you
deal.
murder the lance and they get a pin. That's a huge deal.
Concord.
So these guys are all riled up from their insane close combat victory, and so they're gonna actually try to charge this unit because they're down.
and at a disadvantage. So first I must pass a leadership test.
Haha!
Oh, you gotta be
Alright.
kidding me! I'm down. I lose the pen. What the freaking crap?
And Odin's favor flows back to the Ostmen.
This isn't fair because Michael Krogh probably wants these guys to win, and his juju is helping you. It's not fair. It's not fair, Michael.
Concord again!
So things are getting fiddly. You would expect that I would want to shoot at the transport with the objective marker.
Do it.
But
Let the hate
actually
flow
not what I want to
through
do.
you.
Because the rules state that a transported unit, if the vehicle gets blown up, they just disembark, make a single move, and then go down. And so if I destroy the unit, I could actually accidentally hand him the game.
It's like rocket jumping in Halo.
Yeah. These are incredibly nice trucks. Okay, they jettison you to safety. So only thing I have left is the transport. So I was gonna go back, but now I'm gonna go forward. And since I don't really necessarily want to shoot at that vehicle, I'm gonna make my first advance to right around half. Okay, and then I'm going to simply shoot. No, I'm gonna do a run. I'm sorry. I gotta get myself to a better position. So I'm not gonna shoot at all. I'm gonna get caught up on the tree. I'm gonna run to this final position because I need to be able to scoop his guys out once they escape that transport. So terrifying thing, this transport. Here it comes, Sergey. Here it comes! Concord's final dice. So I am now going to...
It's just your transport, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna do an advance rather than a run.
Shoot at the other vehicle, or I guess you can shoot at the infantry.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go right here. And now, because I actually can't draw line of sight to the vehicle because I'd be shooting through your other vehicle. And so I will use my one shot. I'm at -2 to hit, -1 because I'm rapid fire, but I'm accuracy 6, so I'll have 3 shots hitting on 3. 3 shots hitting on 3! Oh my god, Sergey, I hit twice.
But you have to reroll because I'm down?
I rerolled with the spotter, so now I have to reroll because you're down. Oh! I hit 1 still!
Okay, that's something.
So
Just
you
roll it for me.
only pass on a 1, which you don't, so I vaporize the furthest guy. Which one do you want?
It doesn't matter.
Boom, and you take a second pin.
The very last order dice is the people who are holding Henry, and they're within a vehicle that has run this turn, so they can't do anything.
Down order is these 3 guys. They're good. Oh my god. They're exactly 8, so I get that dice back. Your guys are down. They have -2 pins.
No leader.
No leader, so 4 or lower. Oh my god!
Yes!
What is your luck? Okay, now the last down is the vehicle that I shredded the axle, and it is 2 pins, 7 leadership, so 5s. So 7, so it does not get up,
But it does lose
it
a
does
pin.
lose a pin.
Which doesn't matter. It's
Doesn't
down.
matter,
Yeah,
So
only
that
one
vehicle
one.
is smoked.
And then I believe this one still has a down order from the previous
Oh, you're right.
turn.
So that is maximum 7s. Oh god, so
no,
there's only
that
1 order dice
sucks.
still.
The fury of the Concord plasma lances has shredded the axle of my vehicle. However, there is one more remaining, and the open-back nature of the Ostman's vehicles means there's still a pathway to victory. However, there is a mountain of Concord in between the All-Father and his goals.
Ah, finally, the battle is turned in the Concord's favor with 5 order dice on their side and only 3 on the Ostmen. Can they pull Henry from the fire? Will the last war chief survive? We'll find out.
If I get the first and second dice, I win the game, but that's
gonna
feeling less and less likely.
This is turn 5?
Yeah.
Oh my lord. Oh my god! What
Okay.
is this luck?
I hop vehicles. Henri is like, this vehicle's all junked up. This one's for me.
Whatever, what is this crap? Well, you better hope that I don't destroy that thing.
And it is important to know, I can only do that because they're open-backed vehicles. You wouldn't be able to do that with like a Concord transport.
Okay, so now it means that you have 2 dice in the bag versus
If I pull that dice, All Father, I have been faithful. I have used your spears to slay your enemies.
You will join
I
the
bathe
intel.
in-
Oh, yeah!
Odin's son!
Oh, someone just flew out the back.
Leave him!
With the war chief secured, we can now focus our efforts on repelling the invaders. Our intelligence informs us that enemy battle groups are forming on the outskirts of major settlements. Should our warriors rush to dig in and attempt to weather the coming storm? Or should they gamble and sally forth to surprise the enemy by going on the offense?
That was a remarkable finish. I can't believe I actually pulled that off. I thought I was gonna die.
I thought you were for sure dead when
Yeah.
the axle took the lance and that vehicle became
Yeah, which
immobilized.
was really bad luck into some of the best luck I've literally ever had in wargaming. Like that double die pull.
I mean, the math made. I don't know. You had insanely good luck, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope that doesn't mean that your guys are actually I don't know. Like me and Sergey, the original idea was to create like a fully fledged out like faction,
Mhm.
but obviously, playtesting all that stuff, it was just like impossible.
Yeah.
So these are just units, but I mean, they seem like they can hold their own. They're
Yeah,
a lot harder to kill than I
didn't-
assumed.
I didn't feel incredibly at like a massive disadvantage. My vehicles are really good.
Yeah.
Strike value 3 is really strong on them.
Yeah, and I wanted to make them fast. I kind of, I don't know, I saw like Halo Warhogs in my imagination.
Yeah, well, they kind of look like it a little bit.
It
yeah.
totally looked like
And
it.
we brought up rocket jumping earlier.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a very
so
Halo-y
it's
kind of
very,
match.
they didn't mean to, but that's what it ended up, and I really like the miniatures. So this has been a long time coming,
Mhm.
and I'm happy to have finally started this campaign, and I'm happy that the first fight was such a crazy, insane fight.
Yeah, that
Uh,
was so back and forth.
But you didn't have like an insane victory, but
No,
as far
it
as
was
stands,
a very balanced, like,
Yeah.
because how the points worked out. Kevin could have scored 2 total points, and I could have scored 2 total points. Kevin ended up scoring 0 points, and I only ended up scoring 1 of my 2 points. So it's come out to a mild victory
Mhm.
for the Ostman.
But in scenario number 1, the planetary defenders have won, and that means that you get to carry over the new commander into the next scenario, which is cool. But on the note of the next commander, like we said in the beginning, it is time for you guys to vote. Now you're going to see posts on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, getting polls up, so definitely try to find those wherever you like. But the decision is yours on how the Allfather and the commander of the Ostman proceeds. There are 2 options for the next scenario. The Ostman can choose to go on the offensive, in which case they will bring the fight to the Concord, which are now amassing forces and pushing in to take them out. Or they can react to this push defensively and hold their ground. So what do you guys think?
Will you defend your people with your iron castles, or will you use the Gungnir Lance of Odin?
Yeah, what he said. And even though we're going to thank him again in 2 seconds for being a patron, we would like to have a special thanks to Michael Krogh for inspiring this entire fight and campaign. It was a very simple idea that has ballooned out into a much cooler thing with custom units and all that fun stuff.
It's
so
awesome.
we appreciate you
Absolutely.
inspiring this campaign.
You're definitely our favorite anthropomorphic crow man.
And like we said, we do have a bunch of patrons that we would like to thank. The first of which is our loyal Council of Commanders, Elizabeth Allen,
Nick Hobbs,
Les Stevenson,
Will Connell, as well as our brave tabletop warlords, Michael Krogh.
and Knight Silver.
And as always, we must thank our tabletop emperor, John Roberts. Long may he reign.